I love the warrior stars. I love my buffalo soldiers. You make things happen, and I make things happen too. You're doing your thing, yeah. I'm doing
This is
my
Princess
thing,
Paya of
yeah.
Reggae Britannia, and we are here with the beautiful Floacist. How are you doing?
Thank you with the beautiful princess also. How are you?
Fine, you look absolutely amazing.
Thank you, and I'm loving the hood here.
Yeah,
so
I thought I'd do something a bit different
why
this year.
not? Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous.
How do you feel being here at the pre-MOBO Awards?
Oh, it's lovely. It's lovely to be invited. You know, obviously I spent so much of my career away in the States, so I hadn't been able to come to as many MOBOs and support. In fact, I don't think we were. I think Poetry were, but I can't remember if we were nominated for a MOBO. So we didn't actually have that time back here. So it's great. And with the pre-show as well that supports live music, you know, I'm getting to see some new artists. I'm getting to see some older artists. My darling heart Yolanda's hosting. So it's a nice evening that I'm looking forward to. And I get to jump up on the stage too.
Yes, you'll be performing, and we're definitely looking forward to that. I think that's definitely going to be a highlight of the night. Now, you are currently on a tour,
Yes.
which is a very successful tour because most of it's completely been sold out.
Yeah, pretty much. It's moving.
How's it going?
Do you know what? It's going really nice. It's new. And it's nice to have something new when you've been in the industry for 17 years, you know. So I'm going to spots I haven't been to before. We're ending up in Brixton, which obviously I've been to before. We've been up to Wolverhampton, which was fantastic. It's lovely. And I'm getting to share. I've been off of the road. My whole solo career, I haven't really toured my 3 previous solo albums. So it's really nice catching everybody up, freshening up. My band is fab. I'm in my groove and enjoying that, you know. So everything with me happens through prayer and meditation. So I prayed and meditated one day, and I was told, okay, time to get going again. So now I'm getting going again.
Well, you know, talking to Reggae Britannia, we have to talk to you about reggae music.
Come on.
Now, I see you post so much about reggae music, and of recent, Dennis Brown. Talk to us about your love of reggae music.
Well, reggae music is I's music. It's a way that I was liberated as a child. I was liberated as a child because my mother played Burning Spear, because my mother played the Wailers, because my mother played You, Roy, I, Roy, all of the Jacob Miller. I was liberated. And be it that my name is Natalie, which means Natty Dread, drops very closely to the heart, you know, that's my music of choice, spirit and awakening. So a music that gives you your historical referencing, a music that lets you know that His Imperial Majesty has been here, so it gets you where you need to be in your storybook of knowing where you are in a timeline. Very important, very, very important. And then it feel good, man. Try, you mean.
Now, reggae music in the UK is blowing up. I mean, it's always been the home of reggae music anyways. In terms of reggae artists that you might think, you know what, I've got my eye on that one, I think they're really good. Who would you pick in the UK at the moment?
You know, it's so interesting. I knew today I was going to be asked about reggae or just about music in general. But I just so happen to be in a creative space where I'm not listening to anything at all. And a lot of the music I listen to right now is from the past. So a lot of those names that I already just shouted out to you. However, that being said, I do have my eye on a couple of people, but it's all the names I can't quite keep up with.
Well, let's take it back to the legends, and I'm going to start with Dennis Brown because I mentioned that. Now, the video that you put up was absolutely amazing.
He's singing Nat King Cole.
Yes, and most people haven't seen that footage. It's quite a rare footage.
Dennis Brown has got one of the sweetest voices to ever be recorded, ever. And you know, sometimes with reggae music, there's this almost condescending, oh, it's reggae, you know. But reggae musicians, and I'm especially speaking of those who came before, reggae musicians and reggae artists, and some of the vocals that you will touch there, and to speak of, you know, Dennis Emmanuel Brown, who is an Aquarian also, along with Bob Marley and myself. Excuse me for having to drop that in there. Excuse me. But it's one of the sweetest vocals you're ever going to hear in your life. It does something to your chakras. it aligns and awakens you. You know, when Dennis tell them to whip them jaja jaja, you know what's going on, you know where you are, you're awake. There's a clarity that happens, the pineal gland pops, you know. So yeah, man, I can't say enough about it.
Amazing. To up and coming artists out there who aspire to be like you, and they're not sure about what genre of music they want to do. They love soul, they love reggae, they love pop, they like rock. What would be your advice to them in terms of not really putting themselves in a box?
Yeah, look, you have to understand that people buy things from certain places. They got to know to where to go. But I would never advise someone in the studio to be concerned about these names. These names are for marketing. They've got nothing to do with creativity. Make music. Someone will come along afterwards and tell you what it's called so that they can put it somewhere. But make music. When you get too heady, it's registered in the craft. So the craft comes out and it may be good for a season, but you're going to find that the bottom will be out of it. My advice, although I don't really advise because everyone has their own, but my advice would be create because you really have something to create, and be humbled by God. You know, if it's not happening, there may be a reason that it's not happening. You know, there are different things that we're supposed to be doing, different numbers. Sometimes, you know, you're entertaining 200 people, but you want to be entertaining 20,000 people, but you must never frown on the 200 people. It's silly, you know. So I would say if you're called to do it, do it. I wouldn't tell anyone else to do it if they didn't have a call into it.
We heard it right here from this queen. Take your time, do it. When the time is right, it will happen. Now, we're looking forward to your performance tonight.
Yes.
And we hope to speak to you after if you have time, if not. But thank you so much for speaking with Reggae Britannia. And I have to say again, she looks amazing.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you so much. Reggae Britannia, we're out.
I'm piecing these lifetimes together like piece by piece.